And we're live once again, continuing the daily streak here on the twitch.tv/the playing the Stoneblock. And I've been busy. Let me show you what I've been up to, doing a few things. So, where we left off, we had built this contraption. And it kind of produced tons of salt, but maybe not fast enough. I did some experimenting over here. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, they need flint. Yeah. So, let's actually go grab some more flint. Let's grab a few things. Let's type ore. I don't know if this works with coal ore, but I got some in here. And then we got flint. So we got bananas in chat from the Thinky, Neela Flowers, Wavier Paradox, Floyne, Devin Crates, Becca, Foregoing, Camo. Thank you so much. And ManuCL98 here for 6 months, half a year, saying thanks for the waffles, X. Thank you, my dude, for the support. Glad you enjoy the waffles. I hear they're nice with syrup on top. Let's go chuck this into there. Flint is another ingredient of this whole process, and as you can see, it ticks away. It uses a fair bit. This machine is slow. It hasn't been upgraded. I've just been testing the theory essentially. It doesn't do coal ore. Well, believe me, it works, right? It creates those, and it creates these, and it creates them. So today we're going to get it up and running, but we've got a few more things to do. You may notice that this area here is looking delightful. That's because I've been renovating it a little bit in between the streams, and I realised that I forgot to do this. So once we do this, our staircase is complete. You know, you could, using these, you could make a staircase that isn't so steep. Well, I guess that would be like using slabs, right? But you could do it any gradient. Anyway, that leads you up to here. And you'll notice these are flush with the wall. I do plan on moving them back. The reason is I kind of measured everything out and it kind of looked better like this. Now, we got some ineffable glass over the back here, and I thought it's a really cool way to actually nip into the back area. So, yeah, installed that. Right, now let's head round to this corner where we've got to do the same thing again. Apparently there is a maple syrup shortage, says Devin Crates. There's so many shortages because of supply chains and blah blah blah. I was going to say that's why you should stock up, but then we're like, wait a minute, that exacerbates the problem. Don't stock up, peeps. Do the opposite. Throw your stock in the bin. That's great for all the food that we have. So yeah, doing the same thing over here. Obviously our design is going to drop down into the area below, and oh no! Oh no, I'm okay. I could have made that so much funnier. I could have been like, let's look over at my other screen and read chat. And then y'all have been like, he doesn't know he's dropping into the void. Now, when you're at a certain height and it's nighttime, you see the stars, and then the void fog thing gets rid of them. I don't know why it does that in this game. So yeah, I dug it down to the bottom, put some glass, started to build up some of this stuff. And I actually have something really interesting to show you. I got a lot of things to show you because I've just been tinkering and experimenting, which is something we should do more of on stream. I think I try and go a little too much towards the end of a project, because a little more experimentation yesterday could have saved us a lot of time. You've been super busy, X, says Foregoing. Not really. Like, this was only like a half hour of playing yesterday. Like, I find when I'm not streaming, I'm just far more efficient at doing stuff. So anyway, there's this block in Ender.io called the buffer. Let's actually go... Oh, by the way, and if I open this up, it's now synced. Except that was selected, but it didn't replace it. Anyway. So I was aware of this item buffer. I'd used it before. Then I noticed that there was a power buffer and an omni buffer, which looked like a combination of both and was crafted from both. And guess what it does? It buffers up both items and power. So items that are inside this block will get pulled into here. Now notice how it's set to push and pull, and how it highlights the capacitor here. It pushes and pulls both power and items, but I've only ever seen it pull items out of the harvester, which is very interesting behaviour. It could be because there's actually one above that then pulls the blocks out, or these actually push them out. I can't remember which way around it is. That might be an important part of the configuration. So anyway, Spector Coils are here. Eventually it'll be a flux plug. It will, yeah, we'll have basically this one block tower going from top to bottom, and it will send all the items through it, and all of the power. So this block is now powered by that. The previous setup looked like this. So it's a big improvement, and when it reaches the top, the ender chest will just sit on top, so we have a smaller footprint. I do wonder if upgrading the capacitors will then upgrade its ability to transfer items, because it has a speed that might get kind of peaked at some point. So there you go. That's that right there. T3X says, for sure you don't have to deal with the annoying chat. Y'all are not annoying. God, don't put yourself down. Come on. Xman404, thank you for 5 months of support. Appreciate it ever so much, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We've got Stu, 2K, here for 5 months, saying, ah, shashwam bam. Good morning. Catching your stream is just the tonic I need while I'm off work being ill. Ah, sad to hear you're ill, buddy. I hope you get over it. I've been ill myself, and I'm just sort of getting through the last of it. Felt fine. Well, I say I felt fine when I woke up. I did not sleep well last night. But once I got going, I did my workout. Just done that and had breakfast. So now I'm doing a stream. But as soon as I start talking, I do still like a little bit maybe under it. It's hard to tell. Cuplex says, are you going to work on your salt production today? Yes. I don't think I've done anything else of significance anywhere. Maybe I did some stuff with, like, I think I added a few crafting recipes to get some machines together. I don't think I touched anything else elsewhere in the base. So we're just working on what's going on over here. So I experimented. I kind of looked at this and thought, I wonder if you can move things directly from one to the next. Turns out you can do this right here. So this can pull in what this is disabled at the moment. I think I disabled it like that. So you can pull in water directly from the sink block, and then you can actually push and pull without filters directly here in and out of this thing, and it will produce the salt. Now it's as slow as we've seen over here. That's double the speed. So we could have built it like this. Then I thought, what about the pressurized fluid tank? This actually seems to go at about the same pace as far as I can tell. And I think it will slowly run out of water. It kind of looks like to me like it's missing a few buckets. Oh. Let's grab some buckets from this side and just chuck them in and see if it goes any faster. No, not really. So yeah. So like it could have been more compact, but it runs at the same speed. So then I was like, well, there is that other block, the fluid transposer, that can be upgraded. Now this one can't pull from the sink. I could possibly put a tank between them, but what I realized is that this pulls far more fluid out of there than the tank can pull out in one go, so it'll push more into here. Problem at the moment is the output is clogged by having too much salt. Look at how fast that runs now. Okay, that is a very well optimized setup, and that is producing a lot of salt. All of that filled up real quick. So what we need to do is actually replace what we've got over there with this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then storage, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 storage. We'll probably just move this forward a block. So yeah, turns out this is a little bit pants, I guess. This bit's, I think, technically configured pretty well. We'll tweak some things so it works like this one. So really, we just got to make some fluid transposers and hook them up like that, and then we should have a far better salt-producing machine. But before we do that, I think we want to see how much salt we're actually going to extract and then put into these machines. Right now, we've got them neatly laid out like that, and I think what we're going to end up doing is maybe rearranging them and making them vertical or something. I'm not entirely sure. could possibly have them vertical, have power capacitors between them. We can maybe use those Ender IO blocks as well to move some of the items around so they can sort of shuffle along to like an end state, if you like. But one thing we've got to do is make some upgrades, that is for sure. I want to grab another crate. So I want to keep all of the salt that we have here in this part of the system. Let's just plop this down for random stuff. Open up the backpack. Chop away some things we're not going to be using. And let's go check on our miner. And by the way, I think also today, if we're expedient with what we're doing, we might upgrade our miner again, which will be using nether stars at that point. We've got 500. I was thinking I might go the Cheez-It way, but we'll discuss that later. So I need some old ore. I need to learn which ores. Platinum ore was the one we were most after, by the way. So we've got gold and platinum, and those are going to be for experimenting. So we got Aaron Rishwami here subscribing. Liger Gaming is gifting a sub to TBNR Woods for a whole year right there. Thank you to the both of you, and TBNR, be sure to say thanks in chat. We always appreciate those gifted subs. And Dumio Lag, thank you for 55 months of support, incredible. What game are you playing? Vault Hunters, says Cookie Boy. As it'll say on the Twitch stream, we are playing Stoneblock 1.12.2 in a single player world. And I'm absolutely loving it. This has been such a fun playthrough, and we're getting deep into it. So you can see here I set up a recipe for an enrichment chamber. What I've learned is that sadly, when you make these machines, they don't seem to work through these recipes, and I think it's because they're like individual non-stackable, so they have like a tag attached to them, and I'm not really sure how to get around that. Also being raided by Icepick. Icepick, thank you for the raid, and welcome all of the raiders. You've just missed me explaining a whole bunch of stuff. Basic tier installer, that's what we're after. So if I type in tier, we can see, and we've got a basic. I guess I will want more in the future, right? I'll take an elite. We need an ultimate. And let's actually wait for that to craft. Well, let's not. I think it's going to break it if we do two at once. Don't know why. Maybe not. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the other one is still going. Let's see if it actually does it, because they're using the same machines. They're overlapping. Yeah, it's actually done both of them. Ultimate and was it advanced? Yeah. Cool. Oh wait, I need that 4 times. I was thinking, no, I've only got one set of machines. It's like, yeah, you got a set, so I need another 3 of each. Oops. That's too many. There you go, 3 right there. So 3 basic. That's elite. Ah, dang it. Oh, it remembered. Yes, yes, yes. 3 advanced. Yes, yes, yes. 3 ultimate. I don't even need to be standing where I am right now. Yaga10, thank you for gifting a sub to Talismancer for 20 months. Thank you so much again for another gifted sub, Talismancer. Be sure to say thanks in chat right there. Icepick, thank you for the nice message. Glad you enjoy what I do, my dude. Oblix says, I think the new comic is quite good, but it will never reach the old comic. Which comic is that? Billy of All Jacks says, hey, did I actually catch this live? Excellent. Love your head, Xisuma. Oh, I'm sorry, my dude. This is a pre-recording. No, okay, that joke's terrible. God, why'd you even bother? Right, basic, advanced, elite, ultimate. Sorry, okay, that's not very fun. That being said, why does that not go there? Because we haven't done any ultimates yet, right? They all got that teal tint. Have we actually made an ultimate machine before? Does this actually work on anything? I find it very interesting that this is not working now. Can only some machines be ultimate? Huh. Ultimate is for the energy cube. Oh, okay. Well, that's a waste of time then. Yeah. Guess I want the rest of these now. So no ultimates, but we'll take the other ones. Thank you. Is that all of them? I think it is. Right, basic, advanced, elite. Basic, advanced, elite, basic, advanced. Cool. And apparently I am missing a spectacle. Right, so obviously they're not going to run full pace, but look at that thing. It's getting lots of its hydrogen chloride. So let's just chuck in platinum. Oh, platinum doesn't work with it. Right, that's a different thing. Oh. Wait, am I putting it in the wrong spot? Okay. And there it goes. And look how quickly it tears through all of that salt that it just put in. And all of the power as well. And these machines have no upgrades, so we've got to go down a rabbit hole. It's really going to be a question of like how fast do we want this to work, how much stuff, because we're going to have this big backlog. I tell you what, we'll do it the modular way. We'll build it so it can be expanded in that direction. So I'm leaning in the direction of having them vertical with some form of like item buffers between. Well, there you go. Anyway, then it's on to the next machine, right, which has now run out of flint. It needs flint in it. Yeah, okay, right. So, quick detour, but an important one. We need fertilized dirt. And then we need to craft... Hang on, click up here. That's the way. Flint essence. Essence of the flint. Actually, I don't think that's the way it works. You click on flint. I think you need 2 types of essence. Yeah, you need fire and stone. Now, here's the thing. Is there other ways to do it? Probably, but do I want to go... That's not a terrible way to do it, is it? Using those machines. I could probably put one of those nearby. I think the thing will probably be it'll want a lot more. Okay, but if I do my vertical design, I need to find a way to pump this stuff in. Like, what do you reckon, chat? And should we do essence or have an array of machines? We could just put, like, maybe up here on the wall, we just have an array of those machines, pumping them into drawers, and the drawers are exclusive. I like that idea more because it means we get to build another thing that we can look at in the room. What do you reckon, chat? Arcade is cool, says machines. Well, you know, one person said machines, therefore it's definitely the correct option. I like that block as well. We've done quite a few things with that one, so we'll be comfortable with doing that again. I'm trying to locate it, but it is non-locatable because it's not on there. Oh, it is on there somewhere. Really need to reduce this list now. Like, I don't need any of this stuff anymore on here. But I'll do that off camera probably. Yeah, I'll revise that off camera. So the main thing is the iron picks. So I think I'm actually going to like designate a large amount of space for this straight away. I just got a feeling it's going to want a lot of this stuff, right? And do you remember we did the thing with the ineffable glass? Kind of like the idea of leaving a little nook for that. So we come back to this. That is quite a lot. And it doesn't look too terrible, really. Yeah, definitely going to do the ineffable glass thing again. Then we've got this little area back here where we can come and look at what's going on. That will probably need to be a bit bigger as well. Right, chat has decided it's machines. Because several people said it. And several people probably said other things, and I'm ignoring those people. Sorry. I'm very sorry. This is a derpocracy over here, okay? Have you seen that movie, Idiocracy? It's kind of like that. X does not use gases for ore multiplying. Going vertical arrangement will be nice arrangement, says El Manny Man. Yeah, I think it will too. And I like that it's going to be modular, as it should allow us to expand. You know, it's like this beginning bit here. I could have experimented more and created a better, faster module. The same might be true of this, but I think we've done our due diligence here. We know how to produce salt. We know how to upgrade. We know how to do the power. You know, these machines will need to be better configured, I've just realised. We've got more upgrades to put into them, but I think we've knocked out most of the components, right? Here's a little something. Here's a little something. If I right-click and drag, we can measure how big this is. And it turns out that it's 26. So I will make 26 of these machines. That is why I did not make the picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Ah, counting with X. It's your favourite activity, don't lie. You love the counting. You love to count. Okay, where is the machine over here? It's hidden behind that. I think I'm going to try and make this go quickly by coming over here. Oh, I could have added the recipe for the iron pick as well. So, and maybe I should add one for the furnace. The crafting bench, I'm pretty sure, is already in there. Where's that machine again? Because it moved. Paper, no, plastic we've done. That's stored. Machine case might not be in there. Everything else is good. So, yeah, that looks nice. So now we should have no issues if we throw these into our molecular assemblers, which are all the way up top. So coming back to this thing, we then make that. That's kind of important. Forgot about that bit. Chuck that in here, and then request that the machine makes 26 of them. This is the material. There it is. We got one already, so we'll ask for 25. And then it's going to remember now. See, I've set this thing up. I spent time pressing the buttons on the side and found them. So now it does that. Awesome. There's also an upgrade we use as this. We can have it automatically push the items up, which we really want. And I think everything in there is a recipe. Except we don't have some things in stock. Right. Where's that upgrade? It's using a regular chest. That's good. No, we need to change that. This is magenta, but we have to... Ooh. Yeah, go on then. We have to change it over like that and encode it, and then it will be good with our system. Beautiful stuff. And yeah, got to make 26 of those. Now those aren't stackable, so we will do those in a little bit. Becca, thank you for gifting a sub to Serge Toroct. Yeah, I've probably butchered that name. Thanks for tuning in. I apologise if I butchered your name. Be sure to say thanks in chat to Becca. And Becca, thank you as always for the tremendous support. Right, now, one of the things I want to do is create more of those flux points. And I'm starting to wonder, how many channels should I make? I think it only has like 16 colours. Maybe I can group the colours together a little bit to make it work. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to have a few extra of these. Right, so up to the top we go. Gotta love this place, right? Oh yeah, I made some modifications, right? Like, look at the lighting. I've decided that's how the lighting's going to be up here. I did that a while ago, actually. Probably before last stream. So, up here in the power thing, and again, everything that's like undecorated will one day be decorated and look awesome. So these are plugs, and we're going to have 2, and we're going to put them on the same colour. So let's go to the, create a new network. We're going to call this one Flint Production. Oh, are we? Apparently we're not anymore. Oh, got to put in a strong password. No one will ever guess that one. Let's put this down all the way down there with the yellow. Right, and then that can do its thing. I believe we actually don't need to do anything else to configure it. And it will give us information about what's going on. So over here, we then select the same colour and we call this one or quad. Oh, geez, spelling words. Oh, if only there was some similar word I could look up. Quadruple. No! I'm typing. Ah! Ah! I've been fooled. Quads? Oh, you were just messing with me now. I just want to spell the word. Quadruple. Is that right? That is... Hey, no, I'm trying to remove it from the list. Also, we're not doing that anymore. Oh, yeah, and Ender.io has the electric light. That's a really cool lighting block that we might start to use to make the base look a little more interesting. Got to put in a strong password, peeps. Random letters, numbers, characters. You know, make sure you can remember it. Okay, it's also an encrypted channel. Oh, aren't we lucky? I didn't... Let me change the name of it. I need to... Ah! How do I edit? Quadruple. What happens if I decide I don't want this anymore? Can I edit it? Or is it there forever? Oh, thank goodness. Quadruple the ore. Okay. Right, so those two are on the same network together. And that means that we can just like... Or quadrupling, it says, you know what, fuel? Hauler, okay, hauling your fuel around the place. That's not a bad idea. Quadrupling ore. Maybe we should add one for salt as well, sort of like subdivide them. Subdivide the networks, peeps. That's my promise. So, apparently I didn't have any more points in here. That's weird, I thought I reserved a spot for them. Oh, there they are in there, cool. So we're going to have one more plug then, and we'll put salt here. So we sort of subdivided it. Right, this time we're not going to have any issues. And again, the goal later on with all of this is to come back here and be able to... Ooh, did I not do a thing? Did I not put in the password? Create? Uh-huh. No, I've got... What? Dang it, it must have just lagged. Double shift L. Oh, like that, okay. Okay, now it's on that one. Right, yeah, the plan later on is to find a way in the control room to visibly display all of like the items and where power is going and stuff, so we can have like a sort of master room in the whole place where we overlook everything. It's going to be sweet. Good thing everything is so secure and encrypted here. It'll make sure no one else on the server hacks his machine, says the Thinky. Yes, yes, if anyone else logs in and plays on this single player world, I'd be in a lot of trouble, wouldn't I? Do you think 26 is a bit much, and maybe we should subdivide here? If we put them into little groups of 5, no, 3, hang on, how is that going to divide? We could definitely put one in the middle. No, we can't, there is no middle. I was just thinking 25 is a nice number, it's, you know, subdivided into 5. Right, so look at... Oh, it's the old how do you divide it? Someone should make a tool for this in Minecraft. Like, think of it like a measuring tape that proposes different ways you can split up your number. Because it's always a bit tricky, because you can divide it into 13, but then you need an extra block between them. And maybe it being an even number means you have to think in terms of putting in an even amount of dividers. So if I put in 2 dividers, we would have 24, but 24 doesn't split into 3. If I put in 4 dividers, we've had 22, and that doesn't split into 4. Do you see my problem? Have a gap of 3 in the middle, says Devon Crates. That's not bad. 3 groups of 8? Let me think. You might be right. You might be onto it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, well done, my dude. You've got brain smarts. I wish I had some of those. All I've got is the dirt. That looks better immediately, doesn't it? Wouldn't you agree, chat? That looks better. Now, above those, we are simply going to put drawers. Although I would like to know if there was an other interesting way in which to display some of these blocks in the game, right? Now, we could put some Ender IO texture to match what we're doing down here. I think I might go for that again. However, the outline here is a little dull. So, here's a thing I need to get in the habit of doing. I want to make something, I should pattern it. So now what we're going to do is go to the Ender IO mod and look for the Decorative Blocks. Oh yes. We'll start off with... Oh, it actually starts at a machine level. Maybe I won't do that then. I mean, I guess I could put in this for now, right? Make that a pattern, then go to the next level. And... Actually, I kind of like... I don't know what the best way to do that is, because then, yeah, you got a bunch of rotating ones, so really, you just want this. And if we want that block for other things... Yeah, I think that makes that one the logical next recipe, actually. Okay. In they go into the molecular assembler. And then we can simply request them, which it should be displaying to me right now, but it's not. So let's say we need... Well, we know we need 16. No, 24. Ooh, it's raining outside. I'm glad I'm indoors in the warm, streaming. Cuplex says, well, you can create yourself a very simple, isolated AE2 network behind the wall and use display panels from that. Cuplex, that is actually a genius idea. Love it. Did we get all of those blocks? We did. They go back in. I really do like that, actually. I'm just not sure... Oh, wait, we need storage as well. So, okay. Let's think about what we're doing. We're going to display flint over and over and over again. So they'll all just have flint on them, which probably won't look too appealing. Having like something in the center that's got like one control panel would probably look good. Now I'm almost thinking like maybe we don't even display that there's flint there. Right? Yeah, I might just turn the block around and like not even display the flint. Or I tell you what would be best if we could replicate that texture for this. I wonder if this, what is the mod again? It is the Industrial Foregoing. Let's do it like this. Oh, okay. It shows that all of it's selected, but when I type, it doesn't seem to do it. Oh, door. Industrial door going. Maybe you can just make one of these machine blocks and use that as the texture, I don't know. Maybe we should try that. What's like the cheapest one that we can make? Sadly, they're all... That wouldn't be too bad, but they're all a bit... They've all got like a couple of steps going into it, right? We don't have leather. Plenty of iron, and they're gold. That's probably a pretty friendly recipe right there. All to just experiment and see if we can use that block. It doesn't have like its own little aesthetic equivalent. What are those and why so much flint, says Seaflow. Great question. We need tons of flint. That is why. Okay, so industrial... It shows us more blocks now. I also realised that what texture appears around the block may be a... Oh, that's probably a good one to pick. Although, is it me or does it look slightly golden? Yeah, it is. No, that's probably the plainest looking one, the Hydrator. And it requires fertilizer. Great. I like the fact that it's plain on all sides. That might aid us. Anyway, I'm not too keen on displaying. Let's go with that. What's that then? Die mixer. Let's go with that one, because we've got plenty of dies. What we've got to do though is pick out our things here. So, no! Oh, I was doing a thing. Got to swap them over basically. And that is all we need. So that goes to the molecular assembler. Then we request our die mixer. Die mixer! Oh wait, mixer's already dead, right? I mean, didn't that get shut down? Ah, it doesn't have a gold gear recipe. And it is that one. So that goes into the molecular assembler as well. And now we can finally kill Mixer once and for all. What a terrible joke. Every time he says Flint, I think of the Flidimus from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Alright, I don't know what that is. Damn expensive deco blocks. They're not that bad. I don't even know if we can use them, right? This is just oh god, I'm literally holding a couple of blocks here that I could have done the legwork. I could have done that and gone, no, it don't work. Turns out though that it does, and that texture might have been a better compliment. Turns out, look at the way it uses the texture. Turns out that's going to work. I like it. That block looks seriously cool as well. Let's take this out. I think I'll actually just keep it like that. But we want to go with singles on this one. So, framed drawer. More of those is what we're after. And they're down here and they're simple to craft. Except they require chests. So now what I'm doing less is keeping stockpiles of a material. Like, look at how annoying this is. Like, I keep less of a stockpile because I don't do this as often. So it makes sense at some point now to add that recipe in, so I can just craft it when it appears. So yeah, we need 24. Thank you very much. I should put the previous blocks back into their place. So now we've got a bunch of framed drawers. I just got a feeling they're going to look weird with Flint on display. And that idea to add a little AE2 controller for a display, we could possibly put that right in the middle. Oh wait, there's two middles. So we could put that in the middles. How's that for your brain? Dang, I got a feeling, right? I got a feeling this is going to be another stream where, like, at the end of it, this won't even be finished, man. But I love it. We have so much fun. Yeah, I think that's the better way to go. Looks real technical and stuff. So then we need to make those upgrades, right? 24 of them. And they all need configuring as well. I'm not sure if they're actually called upgrades. Add-on. Yeah, let's type in add-on. We got 3. Now we need... Ooh, we took the wrong one. Now we need another 21. Cool, it's making them. Now here's the other thing. You have to configure them, right? So the direction is down. And I forget... Right, now the direction is up. And then bung that in there. And we got one more. Is that up? No, that's the wrong thing. Everything in modded is just like grindy to set up, especially when you're doing all this other stuff. Everstew says X hasn't seen Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but it's right up his alley. I'll tell you what, I'll put that on the old investigate. I had a suggestion to watch a documentary, like a YouTube documentary on dubstep and Skrillex, and it was really good, by the way. Whoever recommended that, if you're there, Right now you might not be, but very much enjoyed it. Yeah, don't need more of those. Don't need that. Probably going to need some of these. Right. These are... No, they're not going to get powered by Spector Coils. We know this. Can we fit all of them in? Turns out we can. And here we go. And then we want the next ones. Mark James says, X, can you sing? No, no one wants to hear me sing. God. God, I'll get sued for damages to your ears. Yeah, best thing for me to do is just like change their direction and then put them in. What's that called? A batch processing? Usually works out a little quicker. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I hope this is going to be fast enough. If it's not, we could probably just build something else in the background anyway. A little bit of behind the scenes boost. This is where our effable glass thing is going to go. So now we want that and this, and then we're going to need some torches back here. Do you hope that Ender IO upgrade updates to 1.16? I hope with all of my heart that Ender IO, oh, will it update? I do hope it does. I mean, I'm not particularly bothered if it does or it doesn't, because I guess if I want to play a mod pack in the future, it'd be nice to have it in there, but I'm not going to worry too... Oh yeah, it's dark in here now. I'm not going to worry too much if it doesn't update. Okay, I think I'm going to put just a little extra basalt. The way it worked before that, I had a bit more space, because you can kind of see, if you come to the right angle, you can kind of see into it a little bit, but it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I guess I could do that, and that would probably aid it a tiny bit. So, make it look slightly more consistent. Not that no one's ever going to notice. Although one day there'll be a world download, right? Pretty sure this is going to have a world download one day. Or I could be really mean and just not put one out. God, what a meanie. Not giving us a world download after we watched the whole series. God. Yeah, it's slightly better now. Okay. Have you played Smelting Factory? Wells Knight started a series recently, says X and Freeze. Yep, I played it a long time ago. And it's on my second channel if ever you want to watch it. I think Dyson Sphere Project might be my next technical game to play, because I think like I gotta have a better mindset about when I choose to do stuff. Like I just get caught up with strange ideas about what I'm doing, and I think that game was actually probably way more my cup of tea than I thought. But it's also kind of like been here, done that, right? But I played mod packs in the past, and I'm just realizing each time you play them, you can kind of like reinvent your style and do things different. So anyway, flint in this machine is pick and then craft. That's 1, 2, 3, and 2. Oh, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2. No, I did it wrong. Chat, you got to tell me if I get one wrong. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know why, but I have the strangest kind of like feeling like I want to click 3 and then 1. Probably because I'm thinking of it rhythmically, and it's like you want it to add up to 3. Sorry, you want it to add up to 4. Like it's a beat, like a 4/4. I'm playing polyrhythms. Oh! Polyrhythms in Minecraft. 3 and then a 2. Oh dear. 5/4. Is that the last one? Oh, thank goodness. That's not what a polyrhythm is, X, says Cuplex. Yeah, I know, it's a time signature. Right, please forgive me, I haven't been practicing and writing music for a long time. Let's see. Oh, look, I did miss one at the beginning. We'll open up all of these again anyway, probably. Or maybe we won't need to. Anyway, them being configured like that is rather important. So, now what we're going to need is a couple of slaves. Interestingly, they would be positioned... I guess I can put trim, not slaves, over the top. So we need our drawer controller. So we have one spare. We've got a slave. We need trim. Borrow some of those. The controller is over here. Then we need a storage bus. Okay, setting up another AE2 network. Oh my god. Not another one. Storage bus. Do I even have a recipe for that? A storage monitor, I believe, is the thing that we want two of out here. Do y'all... I don't see the storage bus. Okay, let's do some typing. Somehow I've managed to... Not sure what's going on there. That's a fluid one, that's a storage bus. Ugh, we need a piston. Yeah, I need a recipe for this. I'm kind of weirded out I haven't already got one. Let's go figure that out. Dodoricus, thank you for 3 months of support. Greatly appreciated. Excuse me, mouth burping over here. Oh gosh, so rude. That's my breakfast. Had some porridge. I love these Eat Natural bars. I mean, they're totally getting me on that advertising, right? But they do seem a bit more on the healthy spectrum of, like, you know, a snack bar. It's not a Mars bar. It's they got these cashew and blueberry ones, and they're covered in like a yogurt, and it's like loads of nuts underneath. And oh, it's gorgeous. I had one of those for my breakfast too. Right, storage bus. Yes, we need a recipe for you. So now we should see the ability to create the storage bus, and we've got all the other components, so it's been created, and there it is. We then need some cables. Really? Hang on, this terminal's different to this one. There you go. We need some cables. We got these things sorted out. Then I think we just need a... Let's do at applied. No? Oh, God, this stuff again. Applied Energistics. We want a controller of some sort. I think there's a recipe for that. There you go. We want one of those blocks. And next to it, we're going to want a dense energy cell. Take that. I think we need an energy acceptor. And that is the energy acceptor. Right, have I missed anything? Aren't you supposed to be eating beans for breakfast, says B1T Mansa. I had an English breakfast with beans yesterday. I actually had baked beans on toast, a rarity for me. Gorgeous. I just like to bring up beans for breakfast at every chance I get, says B1T Mansa. Yeah, it's part of a traditional English breakfast, which is why it's a meme. Or at least you're memeing it, I guess. That's not what we actually need. Okay, so we're going to use our trim to connect all of our drawers together. Then somewhere around this space is where we're going to have a bunch of annoying cables. Let's go over here. Carve it out. We're going to have our flux point. Now, it can't rest neatly in the middle, so get over that idea already. We're going to have our flux point next to these things. I can't quite remember how you actually put them together. Why am I putting a hole in the ground as well? I think what I'm going to do... Cuplex, you can tell me if I'm being an idiot. We put our flux point on that, and we'll just have these sitting side by side. And now they're all connected like that. I think that's legit. And then this will go... I'm going to have to remove that. It'll go over to there. Do the same thing on the other side. Let's remove some blocks then. Cool. So, flux point. We've got a plug, even. Plug. Plugs, wogs. God, I can't talk. Let's see. We want to... network selection. Flint production. And that should be it, really. Right, now flint production has turned on our AE2 system. Very interesting. Our storage bus, I guess, we'll put... immediate effective right here, and now that AE2 network knows what's in these drawers, which is currently nothing. And then on the other side of these blocks is where our facades shall go. I'm noticing though that in order to power everything we will need obviously the energy conduits, but also this right here, the other one being a dense conduit. I don't think that's necessary, so this and this need to be a conduit. Kind of looks like to me like these are in a bad place. Just let's whiz those back. Let's put this ME conduit all the way along here. It'll work the same way as that. What it's also going to do is carry power from that block. So I don't know if that was the smartest way to lay it out, but it has been laid out. And also we got over 500 peeps tuning in. Thank you for coming by today and hanging out with me as we create flint, glorious flint together. Behold the flintage. Said no one ever. Ooh. Oh, my glorious little entrance has been sabotaged, has it? It'll be sabotaged down here as well. Right, all of these machines are working. Oh, I hope I got that right. We should, if we're on the opposite side, see the flint. They're all making cobble. We're off to a very bad start. I think I know why. I think I know why they're all making cobble up here. Wait, oh my gosh. Okay. So now everyone in chat says derp, but they forget that they've had ample time to point this problem out to me. It says it right there, peeps. It says it. Oh. Luckily, these aren't locked. So what I think I have to do is go to yellow and tell it not to push up. Probably got to go to blue and tell it not to. There you go. Right, so now... I've just made stupid... No derp faces are allowed. None of you spotted that. None of you spotted that. Plus, I came up with a solution. Why is it our fault, says Leonid? Because I said so. If you've got a problem with it, please don't tune out. I need you to watch and validate my existence. Let's go and do that again. Yellow and then blue. Then we empty this. Right, so we've got a little bit of an annoying job to do now, but I want to celebrate that annoying job by finishing, because if I'd have done that first and noticed it, then this next bit would have been glorious. I think what I need are some more facades, and we usually have a whole bunch of basalt ones. We don't right now, so let's make some of these. Thank you very much. Right, we need an additional one of those. This here. And then on all sides. Oh, glorious. Tell it to tell us about the 7? I need more than 7. Oh, no. That's a good point. These machines might be slow. Oh, I love how, like, I just get so excited about making a project and then it's like, hang on a minute. Because it has to go through, like, several steps. It needs 3 gravel. It needs 4 to make 1 flint, apparently. Do these have a speed upgrade? Have we been down that before? These don't have a speed upgrade, otherwise I would have already made them. They do have something here, though. But I doubt that helps. We'll probably put another machine behind the wall that makes flint faster then. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. I should have made one machine and figured out how fast it was first. I'm probably just going to make a bunch of essence to complement it. Hey, we got noises in the air. What's going on over here? Said no one ever. Poising Raccoon 19. Thank you for gifting a sub to Wicked Metal. What a cool username. Wicked Metal, be sure to say thanks in chat for those gifted subs. We always appreciate it. Thank you, Poising Raccoon. We also got Lure Wolfie here gifting 5 subs to Stefan RBK for 24 months. That's 2 years. Coit 0529 for 2. Cool Knights for 1. DevScow and Benakaj as well. Be sure to say thanks in chat if you just heard your name, and thank you again, Lure Wolfie, for the tremendous support. It is appreciated. This derp appreciates your support. I will press the dirt button for all the derp fiends. I was only winding you up. Right. Take out all of that. Because, you know, one thing we really need is lots more cobble. And then we... Assuming that up here. I'd be confident that this is fast enough for one machine. But as we expand it, so might we need to expand the flint. I'd also like to know if we could dye these. They're Cuplex, you dyed them in your world. Tell me how. I know you're there, Cuplex. Stop hiding under a rock. Gah. Gah. You haven't told me how to do something before I've asked it. Gah, not good enough. Not good enough, Cuplex. I'm messing. Just in case someone is unaware that I do that a lot. You should know better by now, though. Okay? Never take me seriously. Those are words that will backfire one day. Run, Cuplex, run, Spector. Run away! He's after you again. Okay, looks all good. We're up to this one. I could have spotted this one a little earlier. It did at one point cross my mind that I might need to configure this, but I didn't take that thought very seriously. See, in my head there is a court of little Xisumas. There's Axolotl, there's the Strider, there's Xisuma. You know, there's the Christmas Yeti. They're all sitting around at a table, and one of them goes, oh yeah, but might need to do that filtering thing where you turn it off, and the other ones go, shut up. We want to build and have fun. Oh. Right, let's stop with the goofiness. Okay, too much goofiness is bad for my health. If Tesla Core Lib is in that pack, it has speed upgrades that work for those machines, sir. Someone has told me that before, and it's just one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, let's do that, but then somehow I got distracted. I mean, if that's a thing, we're going to make major upgrades, aren't we? So let's look it up right now. Let's go at Tesla. Oh. Oh, is it these? It might be these. Ooh. I think I'm just going to go automate those in a minute. So, first of all, let's take out all the cobble and then see how much flint we got. Well, in that case, this thing's going to be great then if it turns out all's good, you know. Oh, the clicking! RSI! My poor finger! God, one day I'm going to regret all of this. Actually, something like not joking about that is one day I might be regretting being a streamer computer person for so long, because God, I mean, actually, to be fair, I don't know how bad it will get, but like, I've been able to actively work around / improve, I guess, some of the RSI injuries and like manage them pretty well. It's like if I'm maintaining at the moment and keeping them in good shape, if that continues, then hopefully it won't be a problem in the long run. But you know, your health does degrade and deteriorate, so we probably will tear through this stuff. Oh, apparently we've got more of this. We're not done just yet with the cobble. In it goes. It's not letting me double click anymore. Any more? back there somewhere. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit. I like this. Becca, thank you for gifting a sub to Coupled Cat. Coupled Cat, be sure to say thanks in the chat. Oh, it rhymes. And chat is saying cobble puke. Pooping cobble, great. It does that because you're getting old too, X, says Becca. Yeah, what I mean is like, you injure yourself, you recover. If you're putting your body under constant strain, you have kind of like, you know, issues with maybe your back because you do some sort of labour where you're bending over a lot, things like that, right? Like, you're putting it under constant strain. When you manage to live with it, i.e. you do your stretches, you learn to work around it a bit and not aggravate it, like, it's not the same as not going anywhere near the activity that creates the RSI. So I guess what I'm thinking is that although I'm actively managing it, it may be that not doing it at all, never using a computer, you know, obviously not never, but like not being on a computer every day using the keyboard and mouse, that might be far, far better in the long run. I don't know. But then again, you know, if you really enjoy doing this stuff, that's what life is, enjoying it, right? Poising Raccoon is here with the cheers and the biddies, saying hi, Xisuma, watching all the streams and Stoneblock on your second YouTube channel. Awesome, dude. Thanks for tuning in live today. And thank you for those biddies as well. Yeah, the second channel is there for your enjoyment if you want to catch the full series and stuff. So, wait, did we ever get a response from Cuplex? I don't think Cuplex is actually with us right now. FW Games, thank you for 31 months. Saying hi, X, how's your day going? It's going good. I think it's going to be a good day because had a nimble, productive start. Feeling creative. I've got some creative stuff that looking forward to doing later. And enjoying a stream. Got some good food to eat. Gonna cook me some chicken noodles, and then later on I'm having a jacket spud with cheese and some baked beans. That's a very British. There's a very British cuisine right there that I very rarely have. So yeah, I had like a leftover potato from something I cooked the other day, and I was like, oh, there's a can of beans here. Like, oh, there's a little bit of cheese that needs eating. It's kind of perfect. Now, we had something bookmarked, didn't we? I've got to do this the correct way around. So, we start off... Oh yeah, let's actually make some patterns. Excuse me, mouth burp. God. Disgusting. Yeah, let's start off with at Tesla. So, that's nice and easy. We already have a paper recipe in the system. We have our gold gear in the system too. It's correct. It's selected the correct one. Then we have this right here. That's just more... Oh, that's made out of the first one. So, let's just go with that. Machine case. I don't know what that does, but I'm curious. So then we have this one over here. There's also a Tesla wrench. Then we have that one there. Right, and so now we're going to put all of these into the system. Then we're going to come back here and ask for... let's just start off with, like, we can craft these on the go. So let's just grab one of each and see how it works, and then do the rest. We've got 24 of these machines. Well, nothing's happening. God, these people telling me to put in it. Maybe it works like you actually also need to put the first one in first. Oops. I like the way this one shows you the items first. I need to configure that one over there like this. Right, so let's shift click maybe. Ah! And it definitely started going faster. Right, but... Huh. So maybe it's like that, then that. Ah. I don't know which one is best for our situation, but I think speed and 1 energy makes sense. So this has got 492, 90 every 5 ticks. Then it has more energy, 90 every 70 ticks. Let's take out a speed buffer. 8 ticks. So every upgrade seems to change the amount. So 40 every 2. 60 every 8. So it's just sucking up more energy. 90 every 7. But this one gives you 90 every 5. So it made it faster, but the same amount of energy. That, I think, is probably the configuration we're going to go for all of these machines then. Which means we're not going to use that one. And we need 23 of each of these. Do they stack, though? Here's the question. I mean, they're going to stack here, but do they stack? They stack down here. That's beautiful. Hey, we got more noises in the ear. We got Poising Raccoon here, gifting a sub to Actually Rage. Actually Rage, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to say thanks in chat. And Posing Raccoon, as I read it, I'm like, did I say this different last time and the time before that? Thank you for gifting the sub. Apologies for the butchering of the name. We also got Lethal Chicken 56 here, subscribing with that Amazon Prime. Thank you for using the Prime on me, my dude. Very much appreciated. And hope you enjoy the stream. Wow, so not only are we going to upgrade these machines, we'll probably end up upgrading our sieves back at the beginning. And we should probably move those onto the Flux network as well. I really want to... We're going to have the time to do all of that. I really want to secure... Hang on, I've missed one here. Energy, speed upgrade to... Oh, it made them out of the ones that I just made. That makes so much sense. Beautiful. And you can't click on it, so you have to go in. This is where we're going to have to do a lot of dragging, unfortunately, like that. How much are we up to now, by the way? Right, so 2,000... We've made, 2,800 so far. That number is going to start to radically change. And what we can... Let's put them in the same order each time, because no one will ever come and look at that ever again and go, oh, I'm so glad they're in the right order. It'll never mean anything, is what I'm getting at. But we're going to do it anyway. Because something in my head tells me to. Oh yeah, you gotta do them in that order anyway. I wonder if you can put multiple speed 2s in. You can't. So that would probably suggest that we've got a pretty optimal selection here. And obviously we could have put an energy 2 in, but we already have this. So we're going to basically go do the same setup for all of our other machines now after this. Like everywhere we could do it for. We should actually convert a lot more. Now that I think about where these machines are, there's a lot more stuff that could start being migrated to the Flux power system. Might mean it's a good idea to maybe start farming some Nether Stars as well. Right, so there's our rabbit hole. Okay, today's rabbit hole is we're going to get this stuff going. The ores behind me, then, and you're going to help me remember this, peeps. Then we're going to go upgrade all these machines and switch systems over to Flux power with the ultimate goal of getting some of those solar panels upgraded, because we're going to start to require a lot more power everywhere, aren't we? And that sounds like a great plan. It also means that in terms of wrapping up all of our projects, it doesn't really do too much in that direction, but Oh my god, I thought we were at the last bit, even though I can see we've got 8 more to go. Right, now we're at 4,000. Wow. You can see how much we're increasing the speed here. It'd be fascinating to look at the Flux network after this and just see how much it's slowly been increasing. You can shift-click in the order, someone says. Oh, genius! Why do I read your message now? Why didn't you type it earlier and somehow gain my attention? Oh, if only I'd have known. Well, hey, that saves us time later though, doesn't it? So thanks for that one. Is the industrial foregoing wither build in this? Let's have a distraction. Industrial wither. Huh, wither builder. What does that do? Oh, it builds the wither. Oh, it's a block for building a wither. Right. Wow, now we're up to 5,200. So those upgrades kind of saved the day on this one. What am I looking at? Where are we going back here? Flux, that was it. Oh, I was expecting to see an extraordinarily higher number. Can we change this so we can see further back? Be nice if you could have a little more information out of this. It's a very nicely produced mod. Atom 7K here for 14 months saying, hey, it's a bit off topic, but what's your favourite feature of 1.18? I feel like 1.18 is one of those updates that's just like so broad and about one thing, which is the changing of the world generation. I mean, what else? I guess you could split it up a little bit. Like, I really like that they changed ore mining strategies, as I feel like that's going to be fun. But it'll be fun in the short term, I'm sure of that. In the long term, it might get a bit annoying. I don't know. Copper can be farmed. If I think about how I play on Hermitcraft, like copper and iron are farmed by farms. Redstone from a witch farm, but that's at the bottom of the world where the diamonds are. So like, as long as it's like fun in the beginning to go to different parts of the world to get resources, which I really think it will be after playing it one way for so long. But then long term, are there any things that you're going to be going out there to mine for and you're like, oh, I wish this thing and that thing were just closer together? I think maybe lapis, but with the way that books work in the game, which are very broken, might I add, I don't think so. So it's this bit here that needs the flint. Now our module, let's think, we've got to get salt across and then we're going to have an ender chest that's also going to run for a filter. I kind of feel like we give ourselves an extra bit of space here, and if it ends up being a little bit empty, that's fine. I'm going to... Oh, I need to remember what order these are in. I'm going to plop these together. One block further over, because I think that's plenty of space. Oh yeah, we also need to start thinking about like our Omni buffer and stuff, if we're going to use that. So the output is at the bottom, sorry, top. I think maybe a set of cables that run down the back will probably end up transferring items and power. So like Ender IO conduits can do that. And if we use the Omni buffer, I think it would just end up being a bit overcomplicated. So it kind of looks to me like conduits are to be expected at the back here. So they're going to go up, connect into there. Then we have different channels for salt. Channel for our input items that go in at the bottom, a channel for our output items. It should be relatively straightforward. Then we need a channel for flint. So I think what makes sense is for this to disappear behind here. We don't have a painting machine yet. I don't know if we can make that easy. Oh, yeah. The answer's yeah. Let's plop that next to a PowerPoint quickly. Needs a capacitor. And then I think it needs like a binder block. Alright, are we out? Why don't I just put in a top tier one? Oops. There it goes. I think the way it works is you want a conduit binder block, conduit facade, hardened conduit, transparent. I don't know why it'd be transparent. Maybe it works with stuff like glass. So in goes that into this machine. And then we paint it with that block, and I don't know how compatible they are, but now there's a couple of other places where I need to sort of bring this about, I guess. Let's quickly also... Actually, it'll probably just be easier to get right in. Oh! God, that could have been a bad block to break. Luckily, it wasn't, and the glowstone lights things up. Right. What's going on over here? Good, good, good. Oh, it works together. Beautiful. These mod makers, they're smart, aren't they? They know what they're doing. So let's go up here and find out where that was. So, how do I get my items out of here? If it connects to the drawer controller, then that works. If I add a slave, that works too. The reason I'm thinking of adding a slave is just so it's a bit more in line. We can actually run it directly through this next block, because it is also a conduit, which makes using the conduits just absolutely wonderful. I'm going to disable that, and I'm going to disable it here as well. And now it will be able to extract here. Let's give it the black channel, black for flint, and we want to put in some upgrades. Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Where are you at, homies? Gah, I feel blind. There they are. Gosh. They should be obvious to see. Right. That's going to extract the only thing in that network, which is flint. I don't think I need to lock the drawers, but I think I will. Just in... Oh, I should... I actually think it won't break, but let's lock it just in case that's super helpful or something. There you go. All locked. Right. I could also just do the concealment one as well, since these aren't really on display. And that might just help the world run a little smoother, so we'll do that. Oops, wrong backpack thing. There we go. Use an export bus, says Captain Breve. I think we've picked the correct way to do this, because otherwise it would make everything really more complicated over here. One thing you could say is that as we scale this up side by side, these cables are going to connect together, and that might cause a bit more of an issue, but we'll see how we go with this stuff. Actually, I was thinking from this, I think what we're going to do is have capacitor banks now. We've got 4 here, so I'm going to put 1 there. Now, I often like to get very symmetrical designs in place, but sometimes you don't really need that, and sometimes it can look good, because I was sort of thinking about having these flux points kind of like laid out in a particular way. Also, are these on the right network over here? Machine powered. We need to switch these over to... That's the second one. Salt production. As is this one here. This one is then going to be quadrupling ore, and that's charging up the capacitor bank. Sweet. So then when we add these cables, all our machines get powered from here, and the capacitor bank allows us to have this thing kind of like running side by side each time, right? That one's not necessary. Yeah, okay, that's all good. Right, so this one here is where we would insert the black. Okay. Now, previously we had these set up for a side-by-side, so I don't know that we need to tell it where it gets energy from. Now it's going to go... Oh yeah, how do the items get in? I haven't figured that one out yet, so we won't configure this bottom one, but anyway, it's... Output blue is now up there. Oh, it also needs extra. Right. Actually, extra would stay there. No, it wouldn't. It would be the back. Right, so I think what we're going to have to do is have some sort of other connection that brings in from underneath. It's going to have to bring in the correct ores. So we need something to pull out of the ender chest the correct ores. Pratik says, I have no clue what's going on, but it's still entertaining. I need to do a better job of explaining then. We're setting up our ore quadrupling machines, right? This might as well just be set on extract mode and then insert for power of each machine. Just so we can, know everything's configured properly. Right. So it's got its power, it's got salt, it needs to push into the item above, which needs to accept red right here. And it's not accepting any more at the moment. We haven't even upgraded these machines. Output on top. And then the back is purple. Okay, so we're not seeing this thing come in yet. Maybe I didn't set up the other thing. I thought I enabled it. Let's go check it out. It is always active and extracting at maximum speed on the black channel. So this should be able to insert. This may be where my understanding of the mechanism machine layout is still struggling. Is that actually the back of the machine, chat? Or maybe that is, because that could be the front. Hey, it just did something. There you go. Right, so this one also accepts items at the back, which means I've got to change that. And so input is going to come in there. Right, this is actually no. So my little flux point will have to disappear now. Oops. Let's put that back. Let's just go slap it down on this side, because we need to use the back layer here. We're going to end up building a rather big conduit network, which is something I kind of wanted to avoid. I like it when they're a little more independent, just because I worry that, I don't know, something might break. We'll extract on, let's go with white. White for salt. That means we insert on the white channel here. Don't think we're doing any extracting. So now salt is coming into the system, and so is flint, and you can kind of see how that stack of ore that we put in has been converted into something much greater. I'm still going to keep my spectrals on the front, even though we've got better power source. I just like the idea if everything broke, that those would get it up and running again. So there you go. The way that the flint is keeping up with all of them running at the same time is cool. Might not be the same once we put some upgrades in here, but we might not always have a full bandwidth of things coming through. So now we need to configure this machine to have its input here and its output there, and turn off the other ones. As this just does the crushing, let's put auto sort on. We need that at all levels, I say, including over here. It will need to put its output on the back and its input. There you go. Oh, we need one more thing. We need to smelt. Ah, we might need one more machine here. Cool. Is there a mechanism? Okay, not a combiner. Is there a mechanism machine to smelt? Don't want to do that. Redstone furnace. I would really like to do it with a mechanism machine, and it kind of looks like that's not an option, if I am not mistaken. Smelting Factory, someone says. Yeah. Where's the Smelting Factory? Is it in here? Ah, look at that. Right, we'll make Smelting Factories then next. Is it a recipe in here yet? If it's not, I'm not bothered. Because I found... yeah. You actually... this is a bit of a pain, so what you need to do... Okay, go to this one. You need to make the recipe, and then you need to change it over. Oh, what's it called again? So I need one of these to make it correctly. But it won't even work. It needs an energized smelter first as well. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm typing in the wrong place. So this is a bit slow, which is annoying. Energized smelter. Swap over the recipe. So then you go to the basic, you go to the advanced. So now we need enriched alloys and advanced control circuits. Be nice to just have like some in reserve that it never touches. Oh, we actually need to change one of them over. That gives us the advanced smelting. Wonder if I can press U there to see. Nope. Okay. And then we're on to the last one at least. Elite doesn't require us to faff about. Now the problem is, it's not actually going to make these. Sadly, you have to do them one by one. Oh, now that I think about it, wait, is it? So I've done this already before. So you're going to see, like, the pain in the bum that it is. If I ask it to make an elite one, it's not going to be able to. If I click up here, it gets stuck somewhere around the way. At least it did last time. It reckons 9 seconds, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it'll get stuck in a moment. Yeah, no, maybe. You can set it up where it keeps a reserve, says Savage. Really? Oh, but yeah, not intuitively, right? It's you're gonna have to go through the whole fiasco that we did a while back. Right, so look at how it's stuck. So if I cancel that and I go in here, it's made the energized smelter, but then it doesn't know how to make the basic smelting factory. So if I ask it to make one, I'm not sure if it does or not. I can't remember how it works. Let's try put that in. Cancel. Basic smelting factory 1. Will it actually do it now? No, it's stuck because I don't know why, but it gets stuck each time it tries to make a tier. So then you have to ask it or do it more manually, like basic smelting factory over here. When I do that, it's got all the bits, but I have to put in that machine, which is energized. Apparently I made 3 of them. So I put that in. Now I've got the basic smelting factory. Advanced. I have to put it in manually myself, but it's made all the parts at least. But yeah, it's just an annoying quirk, I guess. So now we have that, which we go put on top. We're going to come back and do the upgrades in a moment. Right, it's my first time watching Xisuma play modded, says Immortin. Cool, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to the stream. So we configured the output at the back, but now we've learned we need another machine. And auto eject is on. This one here though needs all of the things, right? So input is red, and then the output is going to be blue on the back. That's all it needs. I think it just needs some juice. Where is it getting its power from? Wait. Do they power through each other? So when it stops, is it still running? Like incredibly slow? I don't think it is. It definitely started with a bunch of power. Right, we'll put this here. And now it's kind of running at speed, right? But we haven't put any upgrades in. So then we've got to get the output here. So we're going to have like a cross channel anyway for salt when we come to our next machine. And for the flint. So that's all good. Now it's just the output. We want to send our outputs back into our master input, or do we? Because I was thinking that our master input goes into the diamond chest, which is slowly accumulating tons of items. I think we might be smarter to send it back over here, and if we get any extra new ores, maybe we cut out or rearrange a couple of these things and put in a couple more compacting drawers. What I'll probably do is move those 3 items down there, that one over here. I could see us getting maybe 3 more drawers. No. Yeah, 3 more drawers out of that. What we could also do is add more compacting drawers down here. That being said, there's a slave that would need moving. Yes, I think I might go with that. We'll expand it downwards. So we start with the materials that we know we can process and also match with this. So I need this ender chest, which is annoyingly tricky to look at. I think that's triple purple. I think it's triple purple. Because we've got to consider how we're going to manage all of this stuff now. And it's a lot to consider. Cool. I think I need to pop to the loo for a minute. And when we get back, we'll dive right back into it again. I'll be right back, peeps. And I'm back. Car Creator says, will there ever be a Hermitcraft Jingle Jam collab again? I don't know. That would require the Yogscast to reach out and for us to accept. I'd personally be cool with doing it. But, you know, never know. Do they still do the Jingle Jam? Because that would be on right now, wouldn't it? Usually every year, I always catch wind of it. Probably through Python, because he usually does something with them. This year, I have not even thought of it until now. Right, so this is for our output, and we probably want to kind of hide this ender chest to some extent. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but while we're still building the contraption, it's pretty much going to... I mean, it can kind of go anywhere because we've got this big conduit network, so I'm going to put it here. We'll do triple purple with a diamonds. Uh-huh. You should see some stuff flicking through. Yeah, this thing's, you know, got quite a bit of bandwidth going its way at the moment. Quite a bit of bandwidth. It might almost probably be worth setting up a second one. Let's go grab magenta. We're actually going to go put this on a different one. Ah, I'm trying to grab them. There we go. We're going to put this one on like purple, magenta, purple. So that's for all of this. We'll give it the channel purple as well. So then we just need to configure one more item conduit up here. After this thing is... Wow, look at all that gold. This is going to extract on purple. Always active. That's the correct channel, isn't it? Slowly it takes those out and they appear over here. Isn't that just wonderful? Now let's sort out this just absolute calamity of a inventory right here. There are plenty of things that I probably don't need on me this second. Right, platinum's the other ore that I really want to work with, and we've only done a certain amount or type of ores. I don't even know which ones they are. There's so much ore processing. Oh, to be done. Oh, Cuplex, there you are, finally. Oh, I summoned thee like half an hour ago. What have you been doing? Cuplex, how do we colour the screens? That's what we're dying to know over here. We are dying, Cuplex. You have abandoned us. Right, what we haven't done is created the input yet, which will also be an ender chest. So where they're going to sit around here when we rebuild that, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go pick up the old ender chest. I'm gonna deal with this thing now. Like we've accumulated a stupid amount of resources. It's probably full to the brim, and let's start figuring out how to do this. Because like some of this stuff really just needs to go into a little storage thing somewhere. That's a good point. That's a good point. Where would I store? I think I got a good spot for storing those materials, actually. We need to set it up with a filter of some sort. I think they might. Do they work in compacting drawers? Uses. So they go that way. And then can they give you... So I think that means they will work in a compacting drawer, right? Now how many of those types of material are there? We're never going to get anything done in this mod pack. It's just always something to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one starts there. Oh, they actually can... yeah. Let's see how it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... And maybe I want that one as well as an 8th. Because I could add like a little extension across the top and come back and make it look a bit nicer later or something. We could have 7 in a row back there for these materials. 7 compacting drawers. Now here's a question. Have I added... I have not added a thing for this yet, have I? Cuplex says, the screen colour is the cable colour, and now he'll ignore my messages containing answers like he always does. Cuplex says, the screen colours is the cable colour. Please read my message. Oh, I wish I'd have read them all before I said anything. Then I could have just ignored you. Pretended like I figured it all out myself. Thanks, Cuplex. I apologise. I do ask a lot of questions and then get distracted. But, you know, it's the nature of the beast. Now, I'm guessing the problem is... Oh, yeah, let's not get too distracted. The problem here is... Ah, wait, we've got to go down a little bit of a rabbit hole. No, no. Go back. Oh, press backspace. What was the problem I was going to explain? The problem is we have coloured cables, but they're the wrong type, I believe. Oh, I might need that drawer. Oh, I tell you what, I'll take another one. Right, compacting drawer. Yeah, that's it. No. Oh, it used the correct one. Right. But did I actually make the recipe for that? I don't think I did. God, what a wally. I think I just took one out of the crafting thing there. Okie dokie. Yeah, part of me is wondering if maybe I've got the wrong idea on how to do this. Maybe I should be sending everything to that diamond chest and then extracting from there to... No, that would end up... I'll tell you what, no, because we'd end up making some big, complicated ender chest networks that way, which we don't want to do. Right, craft me up some. Beautiful, I love this system. It is wonderful once you get used to it. These will need to be a block back because that's where the rest of these should be. I'm just not ready to start moving them around yet. If we pick out the right materials, then they'll go to those spots. So how is it laid out in the mod? So I think they're sort of put in order of rarity. So you start with litherite. Oh yeah, how many were there again? 7. That's too many for an Ender IO filter. So maybe I'll use a different mod. Did you teach your system to make pistons and all that though, says Derp the Demigod? Yep. So we start with that, then we have Erodium. And it's followed by the Cryonite stuff. Then the Palladium. Ironite. And I don't think we've got the next one yet. And that's only 5 at the moment, so I might get lazy and just add 1 for 5. As I'm trying to do things quick. Trying to be a bit nippy, and then if there's like administrative stuff to do in between, I'll do some like off-camera work on this stuff. Okay, so oh yeah, we've got to use this. Got to hop up over here. You don't need a filter if you lock the drawer, says Buggy Human. Right, but at the moment these drawers are open, so I'm going to need a filter. Right, this is temporary, this bit, and I guess much of this is temporary. So going to put it over here. And my need for the filter is going to be in an odd place. Let's grab a filter. And then extract. I'm keeping them in order of rarity, peeps. Before I click that, my brain's like, no, no. We would be smart to lay them out again. What order is it? It's, hang on, I did it down here, so. Oh, it's the green one first. Oh no! Luckily, that's not a problem. Oh, and I panicked. I didn't even look at the rest. So it's, yeah, then Cronite, Palladium, and then the Ironite. And I want to put upgrades on those. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then all of the stacks for the other materials. Yep, they're all maxed. Cool. Right, so oh my god, what went wrong? Right, is that it? Are they going to start filling up? 10? What are you doing? Come on. Did I enable it? Always active? Oh, maybe I took all the stuff out. So it should find that. Cool. Okay. So now those materials get zapped out and put up here. We can then start to do the next ones. What's the setup of that ender chest? Why not lock all the drawers, says Witai? Because the other machine hasn't been upgraded and it will get more materials out of it. So we're using a filter for now. Right, I'm pretty sure lapis will go through here. What did I come back for? Triple cyan. Triple cyan. So we need ender chest. I've actually got one here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What was that for? What is that one for? So in my master control room that I will one day build, it will explain to me. It will explain to me what all these ender chests are about. Right. Need a diamond. Yeah, that's that one. Sorry, what's this one? Ah, why do I have that? I don't know why I have one of those. I think it's because I decided we were going to do essence over here, and then we were like, no, wait a minute, we'll do something else. Posing Raccoon, 19. Thank you for gifting a sub to Mr. Wizard 1974. Appreciate you doing that, my dude. Mr. Wizard, be sure to say thanks in chat. Oh, Delia says, watched your Nicardo vid X. Did that come out? Let me quickly have a look. Could have used my phone, actually. That would have been a bit easier. When did that video come out? It hasn't been tweeted. Let's have a look. Where am I subscribed? What is going on? YouTube? Oh, I'm looking at stuff on the other stream. It's not. Oh, it literally came out 43 minutes ago. Right. Oh my god, that thumbnail. Dear Lord. I've not made a video like directly about someone else before, but I think the whole thing's pretty respected. Or at least tries to be when talking about something sensitive. Like, I'm really not into gossip about people. It's not a gossipy video, but just I don't know. We talked about it and it felt so poignant. So purple extract. Oh no 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 no. I could use... No, I can't use... Right, this is... Okay, we went over this a minute ago. This doesn't go here. It won't work. We have to go below the machine. The machine. So I have to have that here. I guess what I would do is round robbing it to go to several machines. This is where like the whole contraption starts to lose some of its aesthetic appeal. but that's fine. And I think we're going to work with a filter to begin with, just because we still don't know how to process all the ores, and that's going to be like something we do in another stream, as I kind of reached my peak with this project today, I think. So we're going to put gold ore on here, and let's try lapis. Didn't I pinch some lapis? Let's do diamond ore and see if that works. Give it the upgrades, give it the all clear, and here we shall insert, and then it should fish out some diamonds. However, I just put them in my inventory. So redstone is another one I think you can do here. This machine might need configuring. Red is the bottom. Not seeing it accept. Why is that? Can it not accept diamond ore? Let's try another ore. We got redstone and we got iron. Now it should definitely do iron. So that should see this machine turn on. So redstone is not doable this way. Sorry, diamonds. Let's also try redstone now. It's going to blast through all the iron. Now there's no space to put the next one in yet. It's run out of salt, so the transfer speed of salt, interestingly, is not maxed out. And we haven't put any upgrades in these machines yet. That's the last part of the rabbit hole. So our salt supply needs to be top notch. I've got a feeling that maybe we could like have a contraption with a trapdoor that goes down below and then just build some sort of like mega array for salt. But yeah, that bit's going to be interesting. So the flint number now, let's check that out. 44k. Because it's a K, I'm not entirely sure if we get to see it tick up and down, really. Yeah, we'll have to wait a bit to see if it keeps up or not. Right, and then is the redstone going to go in eventually? Let's get those speed upgrades going, because that's going to help with the whole thing. So, time to clear out the inventory of what is a lot of noise. Lots of noise. Lots of things we're not immediately using. Facades and whatnot. We did also want to do the cables. So if I search for cables in my system, right, cables and upgrades, let's keep them together. We've got the covered cable. I think we can select that and apply a dye in the middle. Now the question is, what dye do we want for this room? I could go with black. And then it would sort of... Oh, dang it. Oh, it needs some anyway. And then it gets going. So I think what Cuplex was suggesting is that you change that. That's going to fit in pretty well. There we go. Right, we learned how to do coloured cables today. For screens and stuff. Oh yeah, then I got to tell it flint, right? Also, can you hear that like droning sound? Like a Hoover. That's the machine. Should probably put a muffler upgrade. Right, it's gone from 40 to 44 to 43, which suggests these machines running around the clock will not be kept up with. But that's fine, it's all part of the upgrading game, right? So, nothing at the bottom, which suggests that redstone doesn't go in either. Okay, let's try copper. So, no to redstone. What about copper then? And what other ones do we have? Tin. I think I want to try tin. Aluminium, maybe. Right, and it's doing that one now. Cool. Let's put our things related to that back in here. That can go in, torches can go in. I've got a backpack for this. Except it's full. What on earth went in there that shouldn't have gone in there? I am not sure. I think I'm going to take these out because I don't really ever use them, do I? Right. Let's focus and make upgrades. So we need speed and energy. Look at that. Oh, that's just for one machine. Right, so let's go again. again, 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 and again, again. I think that would do all of our machines. Can I click from out here? Right, and now when we go and have a look at it, it's actually, has it installed them quickly? It installs them quickly when you right click on them. That's interesting. And now it's purely limited by the salt coming in, so we need some sort of like rapid. I tell you what, actually, I know what's going on over here because we're just testing, right? This setup is quite crazy, let's say. Oh, then I need the other type of speed upgrade. Oh my days. Yeah, I haven't exactly like learned the full capacity of this, if that makes sense. But if ever I were to play again and like take on some of these challenges, I'd just have a totally different approach of, right, this thing needs to be majorly scalable because it is going to chug the salt. So now we have 4 of them feeding them, so it's probably going to stay full. And in theory, it's running faster than ever. It kind of doesn't look like it though, right? If I'm not mistaken, it kind of looks like nothing's happening after all of that. What do you think, peeps? Does it look... Also, what does that do? Does it look slower? Actually, you don't need the filter on the ender chest below, because the crusher only accepts that... Yaga, you're a genius! Oh, Yaga! Comment of the day! Oh! How did I... Oh, do you know what? I feel like just a wally. I should have noticed that. I should have been like, oh, it's not accepting it. So now, I don't even... Well, I still need to figure out what ones aren't getting accepted, but we'll figure that out over time, I guess. Right, so what's happening here? Why is this so slow now? Am I imagining things, chat? Salt did not change to HCI fast enough. What is HCI? Hydrogen chloride? I mean, it is chugging through what we're giving it. Maybe we need to rethink this method, because this is just for one machine. And that is not going fast. That is like disappointingly slow. I feel like something's wrong. I just upgraded it and it feels slower. Can you take them out? Because... Wait, what does gas do? What does the gas upgrade do? It probably just gives it a bigger tank. Probably not going to do efficiency, right? Hold shift for D. Increases the... Oh! Yes! Gimme, gimme, gimme! Don't ask what for. Oops. I want that one. Oh, it's slow! Anyway, let's put a couple on. Right, so... Maybe we made it more inefficient when we put in the upgrades. So look, this is slow, whereas we right click on the machine, it's instant. I mean, I'm not sure we're going to see it from 2 upgrades, but that could be it, that could be it. So anyway, next level. Oh, put in all of those. Put in all of those. One above, which is still doing something. We've got to put some muffling upgrades in here. No doubt about it. Then the one at the top. And it's because we put those in, guess what? Everything that just everything's just going to blitz through now. Interesting. So it looks like those gas upgrades are going to be pretty awesome. Okay, let's shift click this. Yep. That's different. That's different, isn't it? Not sure it can go any faster than that, considering that's staying full. Fascinating. Cuplet says, wait, you need the filter, don't you? Because incompatibles will just get stuck in the slot of the Elite Injecting Factory. They don't go in, so no. Well, that is the downside of using pure salt instead of making hydrogen chloride manually. The downside is this, the speed, because, I mean, we could investigate making it manually, but it looked really, really rabbit-holey. And the problem with that is not only like getting it set up, but I'll probably set up and then find out that it's like slower than what I've got here or something, right? I mean, Cuplex, if you want to send me a demonstration of how you think it would go down, I'll be sure to check that out. So we have a thing for gas. That's a gas. That's a gas, I said. Hang on. So we can make this one better too? Oh, don't do that. There we go. Let's watch it go in, and then you see how this thing is like just where my cursor is. I wonder if we're going to see it go past it. It seems to use it quicker, is what it's doing, rather than filling up, which is what I expected. And now it can use it so fast it regularly zeroes out. Well, we might want to look at pumping some liquids in instead of flint. I don't know. We've done it one way, we might change it later and do it another. It depends really now. So when this is all running and everything's being processed down here, it becomes a matter of like how much the void miner gives us and how we upgrade and react to it. Anyway, let's go back to mechanism. Not like that. And look for upgrades. No? Oh, they're on the side. They're not appearing here. Filter, muffling, gas, anchor. What does anchor do? Oh! Another way to chunk load. Huh. Right, so let's go and make a bunch of those. Yeah, they're a bit slow to make, some of these, aren't they? Right, I think we got more speed and those in my inventory than I needed. And these are coming through. Now, they're also in a stack, which I think means, once again, you can put 8 in each time. So you have, oh no, 4. Huh, it's weird how, like, you couldn't just put 1 in to silence it. Yeah, they go in stacks of 4. Anyway, and not that many. God. Probably about that much is more than enough. Okay, I'm going to put those 2 back in there. So we've got 3 more machines that need upgrading. 1. Oh, it's slow. 2. Let's go. Oh, have we done that one? Just the one at the top that's making noises now. And it should be silent. Yep, there you go, it's silent now. Right. So it's still doing copper. And we've probably yoinked all of the salt out of here. So now it's time to break the... Oh, wait a minute, you can't... Oh, I did this already and you can't click them in. I'll tell you what I should have done. Oh, what happened to all the salt? Where did it all go? Oh wait, is that a different barrel? There's this barrel. Aha. Got it. In that case, we will... And some speed upgrades, right? I need to sort out... God, this inventory again. Keep those ores at the top. Salt, conduits. Right. We are slowly getting there. Can any of these go back in? There we go. Keep you busy. Right, so if I break this one. I'll put that back and it can keep doing its thing. And then... So now this whole setup keeps running, but it's nowhere near where we want it to be. We're only going to be producing a small, or like, you know, basically we need to scale this up. Which is my nightmare at this point. So, interesting start to that project. It took us 2 streams to get that set up, and we've learned it's not good enough in several ways. And you know what? The flint is slowly ticking down. Pie to Pies, thank you for subscribing with the Amazon Prime. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Peeps, who can tell me what we're going to do next? I don't think we're going to upgrade our void miner. The upgrade of that thing will come after more of this. We don't need to do anything with essence immediately. Raid, says Foregoing. We're not doing a raid. Yeah. I'm going to chuck those ores in there. I really want to figure out platinum ore soon, though. Change desk. Oh, I did that a while ago. I'm sitting. Fernando Doja, here with the Prime. Thank you so much, Fernando. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're entertained, enjoying the stream. We've got over 600 peeps tuned in. Be sure to hit the follow button. Get notified of when I go live here on Twitch. This bottleneck of oxygen HCI is the reason I always quit on quintupling ores. Usually stick with triple, says Erdwell. Alright, well, we will not quit. I will persist. I'll tell you that. Solar power says to do. Yes, solar power. That's why I know we are going to do something with Mystical. Okay, you've put me back on the path. Actually, I think I might leave solar power for a minute. Let's go for the upgrades, because upgrades and flux points are what we're going to do next. So I'm going to go in here. Let's have a rough sort of head count of how many times we're using that machine. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like 11 or so in there. In here it will be, I think 8, 16, so 27. Where else have we used them? Where else have... I'm sure we used them somewhere else. That might be it. Oh, probably over here. Yeah, 28. That might just be it then. The liquefied stuff, says Dorker Trap. I don't know what project that is. So it looks like we need about 28 of each. I'm sure there was... We haven't really got any more projects above us or below. This is kind of it. Right, okay, well let's go make these upgrades. So we need, let's see. We'll just make 30 of each for now. It was a rough head count anyway. And let it do its thing. Right, we got 31, 30 and 30. Very good. So, can I do it from out here? No, but what we learned is I can shift click. So we go 1, 2, 3. Right, we just made all of that faster. Oh yeah, and then we've got to swap this over to the flux plug. Right. So although we're doing this, it's running off of Spector Coils, remember? So we'll probably come back in a minute and find it's all doing terrible. This also might be too fast for some of these. I know that there was one that always had a full stack here, and then there was another setup that didn't. Yeah, the ones at the top are the ones that actually need the upgrade. Now, where we go from here, I'm not sure, because we can definitely put efficiency on these, so we'll probably do a round of enchants again. And we might be left kind of like upgrading our infrastructure. I just realised we've done the ore quadrupling thing. We have to hook it up over here as well to that setup. Right, so that was all of those machines. Then around the back, we are going to need some setting up here and up at the other thing. So it's actually keeping up with the Spector Coils that it has. Interesting. But I want to switch it over because we're switching most of the stuff over now. Why did you go for quadrupling instead of quintupling, says Cuplex? I couldn't figure out how to do the quintupling. I just couldn't find it, so I just went with a quadruple one. I am learning things though. Like when you look up smelting and furnaces, like you have to click on the furnace and then all the other machines are listed underneath it. So like when you're exploring JEI, trying to figure stuff out, it can be a bit tricky. Let's just do these while we're here. Oh, I've just realised something. These machines can also, all of them. No, the ones we just did, they have the push upgrades. These ones, they get to have energy upgrade too. And I think these are all running off of Spector Coils. I might not bother changing that because it would make the area look kind of ugly. Yeah, look, they're like hidden here and there, little Spector Coils. Let's go make some. I guess did I never make the auto crafting recipe for it? That's kind of lazy. So that was from Tess. Oh yeah, got to do it up here. Energy 2. We could do that for a minute. Oh no, actually no. We need to turn it into a proper thing. Now I think about it. So up to here. And eventually, we're not even going to do this in this room. Like, this is going to be a pass-through, this room. Just because we can. Okay, so it's there that we want to put in the energy tier 2. In it goes to this spot. And then we open it up here. And we craft... I don't know. It was like at least 10 of those machines. Cool. These ones we're done with. Oh, I remember another spot where there was one of those machines. Hello X, how you doing? Says NeoFlare. I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. How are you? Okay, I'm noticing something. And that is that a lot of these have full slots, right? But the drawer below them, I think there's now a problem where it's too fast for the transfer speed to the thing below it. That's curious. That means we might need to come back here and upgrade some things at some point. That seems to be a common theme, is upgrading. Armored Monkey says you have 2 patterns for the energy upgrade tier 2 now. Really? But I didn't see it a minute ago. Unless I was being a wally. Why didn't it appear? You're right, there's 2 patterns, but we didn't see it before. Oh, maybe I was just being an idiot. That's usually what it is. I'm used to myself by now. Right, so we're going to add a power supply for... Let's see, the next one will be... what do we got here? Extracts energy, a plug. That is exactly what we needed. We're going to have a plug for... this one will be that colour. Or, I don't know, yeah, we'll go with that. Jimmy the Wizard! Thank you for subscribing, my dude. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time with us. It is appreciate. Let's see. We're going to call this one Civ Power. Civ Power. Or maybe we should avoid using like power over and over again. So there we go. These things are super simple to set up. Each time I'm always... At first I'm like, oh my god, what do I have to do? And then each time I realise, oh yeah, you just give it a name and you're good. Oh, here we go. If I just look at the input, so machines are doing nothing. The void is using... Wait a minute, that's not the way to look at it. It's got to be using... Actually, no, it wouldn't be, because it's all backed up at the moment. Yeah. Which reminds me, we've got more of a job to do around here. Right, so I'm just going to put that one, and then I'm going to put in the compacting drawers. It's kind of important. So I think what I'll do is rip out this, put that there, and call it... Or sorry, select the network that we just made, sieving. Okay, now it's on the sieving network. Or is that the right... It's a point. Hang on, did I get them muddled up at all? Inserts, yeah, so that should be doing that thing a favour. I think we'll remove some of these, but maybe just leave 1 or 2 again, rather than having the whole thing collapse. If we leave a couple on here, at least it'll do something. We might start to see this thing kick in. Nope. It is actually getting drained a little more now. Why are we not seeing anything there? Have I made a mistake, peeps? What's the goal of this mod pack, says Oski Eds? To upgrade everything. Maybe I need to... no, I haven't done this before, but like... That? Let's go check we put a point and not a... sorry, a plug up top and not a point. Let's go see what happened over there. Ah. How about now? There you go. Input 12,000 RF, so it's doing the work. Cool. The next thing we need is compacting drawers. Okay, gonna need more than that. Let's make another 10, which is more than I need, but compacting drawers, not only that, we also need upgrades again. Specifically, have you noticed how we never get to do an Ender IO in these streams? It's in the title, right? I'm gonna get to Ender IO. Nope. So I want to put glowstone here. What one's that? That's a different one to what we've done before. So I need some of the mineral wood. And some glowstone. And it didn't do it. I very reflexively just press Ctrl A. If you know what Ctrl is. Oh, Ctrl. It's control, isn't it? I'm going to leave it like that. So yeah, compacting drawers that are locked at this level here will be fantastic, but then we've got a couple of things that need addressing. I might need to kind of like, feel like I need to move that back a block. I do. That is going to be quite scary to do, actually. This thing has upgrades. That's not too bad. Then we got that thing. So I need a cable, and then this thing. Ugh, it just feels icky. Like, you move it and everything might break. So, I guess one thing at a time, right? We need a cable. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Nothing can go wrong, peeps. Nothing can... Oh, dang it, I need something else. Trim. Trim, we need a trim block. Right, so first of all, trim. Then we take our controller. And I guess now it'll be interacted with from back here. That needs to change and become a retrieval node. Then we put in these two upgrades and attach that. And it should continue doing its thing. Beautiful. Okay. The next one is to see all of this through our AE network, or whatever we're calling it. So in goes that. And that's back in order. Right. Definitely need a little bit more working space back here, right? Apparently we got... Oh, no! No cake. There we go, we've got one of those. So we need to move this over to the side. Now the reason that it has 2 is for transfer speed. It's still actually transferring stuff in. So I could possibly try and give it 2 connections. No, I think we're looking at doing the same thing again. So I'm going to grab a trim and put it there. Put this here. Grab that. Grab this. 1, 2. No. You're going to go there. Let's go ahead and give it an upgrade. And an insert channel. Cool. Right, this one's going to extract as well. Just got to move this forward. And then change that to an insert. Alright. Alright, that should be working like it were before. Now, we've got to introduce another ender chest, and I don't have my dyes, so let's go get purple and magenta. Purple, magenta, very cool. Can we remember what it was? I also need a diamond. And this one too is probably going to want a slate. I feel I put it here, it can kind of go in both sides if ever it needs to be that fast. So that's yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, hello, hello. I think it was purple either side, magenta in the middle, right, chat? Do you know if you're streaming tomorrow, says Delia? I have been streaming on a daily basis. It creates a different type of copper. Uh-oh. Oh, there might be more to this. Because look, so far we got lead and tin. Yeah, I might not be it might be smart for me to not rush into getting these into the system. So, doesn't match. Doesn't. Oh, that one. Oh wait, that's because that's mechanism. That's thermal. That's copper. So's that. Don't like that one though. Tin. I think we got some more headaches to get through. So I think I'm going to leave that there now. Right. It's unfortunately not quite where we want it to be. I could put on a filter for the gold and the silver for now, I think. Let's check it out. What was the other one that went in? Lead, so gold's iron. Did I say silver is going to go? Is it even possible to make a change without doing them live with a mod pack like this as Oski? What do you mean by that? Make a change to what? Okay, so we're extracting, we've got some speed upgrades, and it's on the green channel, so it goes into there. And as you can see, they've gone, so yeah, not going to install the compacting stuff just yet. Need to think it through a bit more. There's all sorts of metals that are going to get processed. I feel like the flow at the moment is a bit tricky, because we're going to have to come up with like another setup that processes the other ores. Right, so all of this I'm kind of done with for the minute. There's one thing left for us to do at the moment. Can you remember what it is, peeps? I'll tell you what it is. I'll type it in right here. Oh, no, I won't. Apparently, I'll use my hat. No, I don't want to use my hat. Yeah. Right, we are looking to make... Ooh, these. Oh, top tier are they? I remember that we need 80 or 81 of these. Oh. Oh, look at that. So we just chewed through half of our Nether Star supply. Right. Now, solar panels. This tier right here requires... Nope, that's the tier that we've already built. So, tier 7 requires... Oh, hang on a minute, maybe I didn't see it. I thought this... Wait, maybe it's even lower down, like maybe it's tier 5? I thought these used Nether Stars. Why have I got that in my head? There's no Nether Star, is there, peeps? Why am I imagining that? I'm confused. I could have swore we needed Nether Stars to upgrade that. Don't you have to 10-10-10 the seeds? What does 10-10-10 mean? Oh, I think that's a different version of it where you have like quality of crop. I mean, that might be in this one. Anyway, we've still got 24 stacks of those seeds. Which was actually the limit? Did that mean we... Yeah, we must have used 16 and then... Yeah, okay. So, due to the nature of how this works, it basically already had what we needed in the system. Interesting. Okay, so we need fertilized dirt. And then we need my magical pick. As well as... We need a whole bunch of stuff, but I think I'm going to set it up off camera. You know what's next. There was something we needed Nether Stars for. I'm going to set up the Nether Star farm next. Not sure what it was. Anyways, we're going to get it going. But I'll do it off camera in between streams, peeps. I'm going to wrap it up right here for today. I want to say a big thank you to everyone for tuning in. Be sure to hit that follow button. Also, a big thanks to all the peeps who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Your support is appreciated. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Thank you to all of my patrons. We will go raid a random Minecraft channel today because there's no one I know streaming. So we will go all the way down to the sub 100s and pick someone out playing modded perhaps today. Well, that looks very modded, but how about... that's probably foreign. Not sure like what language these are in. Building stuffs, there we go. There we go. Right, I found you a random channel by the name of Techno Hoodie. Actually sounds kind of familiar, but anyway. There you go. You can hit the rate button, you can hit the follow button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.